Hello guys and welcome to the show. My name is John and I've done quite a few product reviews here in my channel. And I've done tablets, watches, phones, plenty of things. But I've not really done something like this ever before, and this is a DJ controller. Now that's because one of my hobbies when I'm off camera and I'm not doing things that are compulsory to me is basically doing some little bit of DJing, and this is something that requires a controller. Now my controller of choice is the Pioneer DDJ-SB3, and this is the one that we're going to be checking out today. So this is the entry-level controller from Pioneer DJ. Now this is something that really gets you started in the DJing world. It has all the basic features you would need, as well as some pretty useful extras that really help you go that extra mile. Design-wise, it's actually nice and compact. It has all the functionality you would actually need, and it's also nicely laid out. It has a great build quality, and even though it's made entirely out of plastic, black plastic, it's basically really feeling nice and doesn't feel cheap at all. Trust me on that one. It has a great heft to it, and it also has all the buttons are like nice and sturdy. It doesn't feel like a cheaper controller you would get, and it probably fall apart in 1 or 2 days. I'm also really digging the all black design, and needless to say, who doesn't like lights? At the top is where you find all the basic things. You got the 2 decks, left and right, as well as the mid sections, which is where the mixer is for the 2 channels. At the back you'll find the microphone input, because this thing does take an external microphone, as well as the USB input for connecting the controller to the computer, because this is the only way it can actually work. And then you also have the RCA output, so you can put the audio, let's say, coming out of this controller to either a pair of speakers, a mixer, an amplifier, whatever the case might be for you. At the front you only have an input for your headphones, which is also going to be quite useful, and it's actually quite alone over there, but it's a port that needs to be somewhere, and it's quite nicely situated at the front, because you don't really get to, let's say, lose any cable, and also you don't have the fear of the cable tripping over the crossfader or anything like that. Now moving on to the decks, you actually have all the things that you would expect. You got a play pause button, you got a cue button. These two are actually nice and tactile, but I would prefer to them not being so plasticky, but that's just something, you know, just personal preference. Right in the middle you've got your bright silver jog wheel, which is nice and touch sensitive, and I really like the increase it has at the front, so you can actually put your hand and do some lightweight beat syncing, which is quite nice and useful as well. It has the auto loop function, the looping buttons, and also 8 performance pads, which can be configured in various modes using the provided software Serato DJ for either cue points or even scratching, which is a feature unique to the DDJ-SB3 that does automated scratching on your discs. But there are also some other bits and bobs that you can discover through Serato DJ Pro. There is also the effect buttons, as well as the effects control knob, and also a pitch fader, because you do need a pitch fader for any kind of beat matching and matching to songs, and generally mixing and DJing. Those are the things that you would really expect, and are not really necessary to mention. The mixer is also a portion that is really nice and, well, just as you would expect. The crossfader is where you would expect it to be and has a nice resistance to it. There are also many knobs, but exactly what you would expect. You've got for either one of the channels the equalizer, as well as a master volume, which is called trim, and it's quite useful to have because you can really have your songs balanced. You also have the headphones knob, so you can control the volume for the song that you're listening on your headphones, as well as some buttons so you can control which song will play on your headphones. You also have a media browser knob, so you can select which deck to load which song through Serato. Overall, the things that you could expect nicely laid out. All of them have a nice resistance to them, none of the knobs feels cheap, and nothing feels like it's going to fall apart in your hand, which is quite nice. Now my experience when DJing has been nothing but great. The jog wheels are nice and responsive, the performance pads are great, all the cues are working as expected, and sound quality, needless to say, is really good, considering that it comes out of a sound card made by Pioneer DJ, which is a company that's basically a no-brainer in the DJing world. You know it's going to be good. My problem with this controller and the experience it comes with is with software, and that's mainly because even to unlock the full potential of the controller, meaning all the features that the performance pads can do, you actually have to pay extra from the free software that comes in the box Serato DJ Lite, so you can go to the Serato DJ Pro. Now that's something that most DJs out there that are not really that basic would actually want to do, considering that it offers a lot more features, including effects and more things like that. But also something really important and really annoying from Serato's side is the fact that for the Lite version, which is what the average newbie DJ would use, it doesn't have features like beat grid, which is something that's essential for anyone looking to start into DJing and matching beats and, generally matching and mixing songs. That's something that only comes in Serato DJ Pro, and that's definitely something that should be on DJ Lite. So apart from the $200 that this controller goes for, you're looking to spend a little bit extra, meaning $129 extra on Serato DJ Pro. At least that's what I did, and I can see many other people out there that are going to buy this controller do as well. Apart from that little annoyance, everything is great, and it's time to reach a conclusion. Is this controller any good, and is it worth it compared to something like the Numark Mixtrack Pro 3 and also the Traktor controller for the same price point? Well, basically it is. Now, if you're looking to start into DJing and evolve gradually, going with Pioneer from the beginning will really help you and get you used to the Pioneer ecosystem, let's say, and the overall Pioneer layout, which is something that's followed along every single one of their controllers, going all the way up to the CDJ 2000s, which is what every single club has been using for a few years now, and are definitely going to be doing for some more as well. So if you're looking to start somewhere and get used to an environment, going with Pioneer would basically be a no-brainer. But overall, I would say that for the $250 price point, this is by far one of the best controllers you can actually use, because it's portable, it's great, it's not necessarily for entry-level DJs, as it offers some real good features. But anyways guys, that's about it for me in this video. If you like it, you might want to consider subscribing and also clicking the like button, because it will help me a lot. You also guys want to stay tuned for the next videos, because this month is going to have some pretty interesting content. By the way guys, my name has been John, and I'll see you again in the next video. Goodbye.